Alright, so we're going to redo this here a little bit. I messed up yesterday. I picked up wires where I shouldn't have had wires. So we're going to fix that problem. Get rid of that mess. This is the main charging wire that comes from your engine. It needs to be hooked to this little red wire right here. I don't know if you can see that on up right there. Let me do something creative here. Okay. Now maybe you can see what I'm talking about. This is your main charging wire that comes off your engine. This is the wire that goes back to your solenoid with a fusible link. That needs to be hooked directly to that wire. So we hook these two together after I put a sleeve on it. We'll just slide this on here. Twist up the wires a little bit. Get the other end. Twist them up a little bit, get them all long together. Now just twist them together. Then we'll solder that. I gotta get my torch, so I'll be right back. Took me a minute there, but I got it. Okay. So I'll get my handy little soldering gun turned on. Wait for it to heat up. And we can get that soldered and fixed. I hate waiting. It's so boring. But it's a good time to put a plug in there, I guess. Like, subscribe, comment, share on this site here for this kind of thing. And I do have another one. It's Mud and the Madness Backyard Barbecue, which I'll be coming out with very soon. I'll hopefully be doing a video starting this Friday. So we'll see. I'll post that one up too. Okay, those are soldered together. I'll set that there. Let that cool off for a second. Take our happy little sleeve, slide it over it. on our torch. Make sure this metal don't melt on there in good shape. Okay. Next step. This is the ultimate power. We have to put an end on this. That would be for your accessories, your lights, whatever. You gotta put an end on this one, so I can hook it to one of the toggle switches on my panel. So we now take this, twist it on there until our wires come through, crimp it off. Make sure it's good and connected. You run that through and you hook it to our electric panel in a minute. Now, I just plug you there. I want that on the bottom side of this. Okay, now I have that. I don't know if you guys can see this over here. So I'm going to do this. Alright, we are hooking up this panel so we can have the start and stop and lights and all that good stuff. I have to take a wire, go from the top side of the positive over to my starter switch. That'll give it power when I turn this switch on. I also have to go from this wire over to here and to here, so I can have power to my lights. And this auxiliary goes on this, and that should make this thing run. We'll find out in a minute, because I'm going to get all that hooked up while you're sitting there being bored, probably. But you know, it's all good. I'm going to move this thing out of the way. You put back in a position where you can almost see what I'm doing, maybe. Back you out like that, I guess. Oh. Okay. So now I need to get a connector that I connect to this to run my power to that and that. I have one wire there. I need my here. Oh. Get this wire straightened out. Back here. And I hook that together. I used the wrong connection. What a bonehead. Never mind. Wrong connector. I have to find another end like that. I can put two on here. This is the kill switch there, the tethered kill switch. Which makes the machine does not run if you fall off and the tether gets pulled out. Oh, we take and get that wire in there. You always double the end of that over. Now stick that wire in there. And get that cranked. Got a good connection. Double this one over. Put the other connector on it. There it is. The second part of the safety system for this tractor is now hooked up. I have to hook it to the kill switch, which I need a screwdriver for that. Oh. There's that one. Alright, hook up the one on the other side. Now, get this wire up here. We hook it up. See if we can get our fingers to cooperate with us. Oh. Okay, there's that. Now the machine will not run without that tether on it. Now we gotta hook up the power line. So I need a wire. Or plug anyway, so I will go get one out of the junk wire and harness. We will see. Okay, so I got the plug. Now I need to strip the wires off. One side of this will get hooked to this wire. And get a sleeve and get soldered together. And the other wire on that plug will go from this plug here to my starting part. Okay. So we slide that on. Twist up these two. That's solid. Like I said, I hate waiting. I guess I'm gonna get more videos out and better videos as I get going. Right now, this is what we got. Hopefully you guys can like it and share it so I can grow and maybe make $1 with this stuff. Who knows? I might be able to help somebody out. Give my direction to go in or something. No, we hot enough yet. Okay. That one is soldered up. If I knew the actual name brand of this thing, well, I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's what this thing is. I like it. It works pretty good. Makes soldering a little bit easier. We bring this wire, sleeve, over this way and cover that soldered wire. And I'll grab our happy little torch again. Good. Now there's that. Now I gotta run the wires into the start switch. Okay, there's that. Now I need that wire, which is right here, which goes to my starter solenoid. Put it in there. Move this thing around to do this. Okay, that should be basically the complete wiring harness. One more wire to put on, that's my accessory power. Which, when we put a winch on the front of this, we can have that as power source for that. Alright, everything's in the off position. Now we get a battery, get it hooked up, and see what happens. Hopefully it turns over. Okay, so we hook up our negative and negative, obviously. Yeah, positive, positive. Then we come in here. We hook our jumper cables to the positive wire there. And so you can connect to the negative wire here. So we should have connection. Let's find out. Okay. Won't start. Switch up. So it does turn over. Battery's not much good, but awesome. So the wiring is basically done. We need a better connection on the battery, but we'll get there. Now I'm going to stop the video for a minute, and I'll be right back with you guys. Once I get the little clicky thing. Alright, so here we are again. I got a little bit ahead of it and forgot to turn this thing on for a little while yesterday. We got the wiring all done. Switch panels all in there. Pretty cool. The other switch is on and works. Engine starts and fires up. It doesn't have a gas tank hooked up to it yet. So it doesn't run long, but I can give you some proof. Flip on the power switch. Push it. And there it is. Proof that the beast lives again. Now I just gotta do the other miscellaneous and sundry 100 different things. Like building the custom exhaust, which I am slowly working on. Get it down there and get that one to here. I'm gonna cut that curved end off and bring it all the way back and shoot it out the back of the tractor. Which is what I'm gonna be trying to work on today. So I hope you all stick around and enjoy. And we will see you in a little bit when I actually get ready to get started on this. I gotta move some stuff around. Back. Alright, well we're back again. Got a lot of stuff done here. Didn't film it, of course. Eventually I'll get better at that, but where this is all new to me, doing the recording and working on things. Trying to get better at it, but we'll see what happens in the future. So, when I last left off, I believe I was doing the wiring. Which, wiring is all done now. I'll run through there. Kill switch works. All these buttons work. Got the exhaust on it. Temporary exhaust. I'm waiting till I get a pipe bender and stuff to make sure it's all really good and solid. But runs, it charges. Over here, put monitor down, and flip the kill switch. Now moving on to doing the body work on the dashboard, using Bondo and fiberglass cloth to fix these corners up. I'm going to seal them up, put a piece all the way across on the inside, but they are hardened. And I'll put one around the outside and cut out this hole so I can get to my switches. But that'll strengthen that part of the dash up, which is what we want. So when I get into all the fun of that, I'll bring you guys back. But right now, just a quick update, and we will see you in the near future. Alright, so here we are again. Getting more stuff done behind the scenes, because I'm not going to bore all of you with all the fun-filled adventures I'm having. There's the wife's dashboard. Getting all bondoed up and prettied. I didn't show you what that hood looked like before, after she ran over it. So we can move this side. This side here was all bent right straight out, because she didn't see it and she backed up over it. Bent out all the snot. I got it tapped out a little bit. I got to do a little bit more to it. And then over here, the nose cone that goes on it was obviously definitely hurt. So I mixed up some Bondo and some fiberglass cloth, put it in on the back side, drilled some holes so the Bondo had something to grab to. And the next step is I'll take another piece and go around the outside of it here, wrap it around so it all hooks together and blends in nice, and everybody will be happy. And she'll have a hood again. And more updates as they come. I'll talk to y'all in